You started in a game shop, it's called, yeah.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
it's started in a very shame game should be made.
Which is very different. Yeah, that's true. So, which is very different because now you have joysticks in it. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are at a King of Fighters online professional gamer's house. We're gonna have a little chat with him, talk about how he got from zero and now one of the top players in SA. So follow me.
It's okay.
Yo meneer. What say you? Yeah, is the mastermind behind the screen. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Keegan. I'm a full-time engineer, and I'm here to show you guys how I became a pro at King of Fighters.
Let's go. So, my bro, tell us about the PC setup you got going on here.
It took me a while to build this, a few years, 4 years that I took to build. So this is the Fantex Intel Pro 2 box. This is the box. It came without the fans, so I had to buy my own fans. So all the fans you see here are all Course Air QL fans. So it's going to be 140s and 120s.
To be honest with you, I have no idea what you're saying, but keep going.
So they're all customizable RGB lights. So in total fans, I've actually 11 fans. There are 3 fans you can't see. It's on the side. So it's an industrial fans, the Fantex T30s.
How hot does this thing get, man?
Well, now with all these fans, normally without these fans, before I had I always used to hit 90 degrees. But once I got the liquid cooler and all the other fans, it's steady either 75, 80. If I'm
And
overclocking.
that's normal.
No, that's not normal. That's only when I'm overclocking. But when I'm playing a normal game, it will be at 40. That's the normal temperature. 40 degrees. So then I have a Ryzen 7 8300.
What is that?
The CPU. It's the Ryzen, the CPU, and then the RAM. I have the Cleve, which is 32 gigs of RAM, and then I have a 8 gig graphics card, the Nvidia Zotac Gaming GeForce 360i, and then and then I've I don't think it's then I have I have multiple hard drives, so I don't think that is actually.
And we live in the country with load shedding. Do you have an inverter backing this up?
Yes, I do have inverter backing this up. It won't be here because it tends to get very loud on subscription, so it's in the living room. So
Okay, that's
So-
good. So this man never stops playing any games. Okay, cool. So, bro, how old were you when you first got into King of Fighters?
I can't remember what time did we when did we meet?
Oh,
So
I
like
was like 14, 15.
14, so you were like how many years older than me? So I was probably like
1 year older than you.
yeah. So I was then probably 30
Mm.
at the time when I started.
Yeah, it's a long time ago. And you started in a game shop, it's called, yeah.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
started in a very shame game should be made.
Which is very different. Yeah, that's true. So, which is very different because now you have joysticks in it.
Yeah.
How did you convert to a keyboard?
To keyboard. Okay, so first it's very difficult to, because back in that days when I was 13 years old, they didn't have the handheld joysticks yet. So we had to always play with keyboard. So it was very easy since you're starting out with keyboard. So basically my go-to was the keyboard. But then as the technology got better, we actually bought joystick D-pads basically, instead of before the Xbox came out and all that stuff. We had normal, the old school D-pads. And then also what actually made it better because when that time I had the PlayStation 1, so when I chopped it, I actually could get the game on PlayStation 1. So the first game I got on PlayStation 1 was King of Fighters 99.
So on that, King of Fighters has got many different versions. What
Yes.
is your favorite one?
Out of all of them, I would have said before the new one came out, so I would say 2002 Unlimited Match. But now I would say it's KOF Fighters 15 is so far the best.
And have you clocked all of them?
Oh well, obviously I would play through them, but only the ones that I like playing. So yeah, I finished all of them.
Okay.
The story mode, you mean? Yeah.
Okay. So now, you are a online pro, if I can call you that. How did you get from 0 to where you are now?
Okay, so it all started like, when I started out the game, so mostly I was like, put in the coin and you just start mashing buttons, you don't know what you're doing as long as you're hitting the person. So when I was at the game shop, I saw a lot of people crowding that game, because I was usually playing the game next to it, which was Double Dragon. That's just the only game I could play, but I was like, why was everybody into this game? So I figured, okay, let me try it. So I was getting beaten by those guys, left, right and center. So then I got the game on PS1. I started playing with my brother. So luckily we have a brother to practice with. So now we practice but we practice where you have the specials on and whatnot, but at the games I don't have that on. So that was not how you play normally the game. So then I went to the big mall where you get the big arcades. So I went there. So okay, I have the game at home. I've been practicing the normal combos, whatever I've done. I go there, I get my ass handed to me, and I see the type of combos they do to me, and I'm like, oh, that's actually nice combos, it's so cool. So then, back in the days, we didn't have internet, so where I had to literally, okay, I see this guy doing it, I have to memorize it, go back home, practice it. Yeah, that was like that.
But that is from moving from a joystick, a joystick to the controller.
So PS1 controller, so obviously, I have to implement that into arcade stick. It was fairly easy. You get used to it quite quickly going from one joystick. So yeah, so it was fairly easy with that. So every Saturday I was at the mall, arcade mall, and I would play against the guy at Brasser there that always comes there on a Saturday, and then I would watch them out, what kind of combos they do, whole time. And then at the time, when my parents got well off, then they bought us internet, so we finally got internet. So from then I started watching YouTube videos of all the combos, but not the massive combos, like the combos that you won't literally get right in straight off the bat. Yeah. So you have to do those normal combos that you will actually get a person in. So that's the ones I practice. So I memorized all that, I took my characters.
How long did it take you to memorize each and every character? Because you can do combos with everyone.
Yeah.
So, as far as I know.
Yeah, so it takes a while, but I mean when you start the game, if you always started with your main team that you like, so the characters that were out back then, they actually the best that everybody liked was Iori, and it was Kai Kusanagi, and then I would say other people favored Rolf, but I would say it was even the Yashiro team, the Orochi team. Like those are the main people go-to characters. So most of the people, so I started on side, it was Orochi, Yashiro, Iori, and maybe I'll throw it Robert. That was basically my team. So that's the team I started out with. So I only practiced combos with those characters. So as I played out, the people, as you go every Saturday, you play the same team. People will get used to your characters and know how you play and know how to count in. So that means you have to mix it up a bit. So now I have to choose a different character. So I will go through the roster and I'm like, okay, I like this character. I'll pick this character. So then out of all of the characters in that roster, I would say my favorite is Chris. That's my favorite character by far. So I would main Chris.
So you get the normal Chris, just for people that don't know.
Yeah.
You get a normal Chris and you get a
Orochi Chris.
Yeah, so which one is it?
So it will be the normal Chris. No, I will take the normal Chris over the Orochi Chris. Because I would say the Orochi Chris struggles to open up people where the normal Chris can, because I would say he's more faster than the Orochi Chris. So I prefer the normal Chris. Yeah, so then I started picking around characters, like I would go play with K. Okay, he's too fast, his playstyle is too fast to me, I'll skip him and go to Maxima. So as I go through the roster till I get my characters that I like to play with. So then I ended up with Chris, let's say Eva Yashiro, and Iori. But I would say Takuma, but now in a new game, some of the characters aren't there anymore. So I always have to chop and change. So I would practice those combos and then I go back. Then I've seen making programs, start beating the guys, but then you get the technical side of it where then I started to find out, hey, you can start tracking frames of the moves, like how fast the moves start the moves, how late delayed it is, what moveset can beat other sets. So that's where you get more technical. So I would then look up videos where they would go through just the basics of a character. They would like say, if you're now Chris and a person that does a air jump, you can do counter it, but just with a light punch, which has a faster starter frame and will actually anti-air it without doing it deep.
Backs of the game, bro. Cheat codes. Listen up.
So then there's neutral, so standing D. So if a person jumps, they get the high kicks, and then you get the sweeps, and standing C's with just the more punches that are faster than just running in and doing the combo. You would rather do if a person hits you and his move is like safe on a few frames and you can't run it to punish. But the only way to punish is just to do a standing C and then do a max out and then run it into your combo. That's the only best thing way to
Hope you guys are following this because I don't.
And yeah, so that's how I go. I started playing rank in the new game. When I started out, that's when, let's say, when GGBO came out. The guys,
When what came out?
GGBO. It's before it changed to fight game. It was first GGBO. It was like the first like online platform where you can play all the games like Double Dragon, King of Fighters, Street Fighter, all the games like you have there. But now you can play it with people from overseas.
So online basically.
Online basically. So that's also the guys at the arcade malls are like, hey, you should get this, and we can start playing. So then I started playing, meeting the guys on here. We started playing. Like, oh, this is far better. And then after this came out, everybody started getting good internet connection and internet starting to get better speeds. Then everybody stopped going to the mall. So everyone was just playing online. And even so now and then we might like organize, okay, let's come together this Saturday just to play. But
yeah, the arcade feel is much better for me because I'm cuck at this game.
Yeah, but for me,
I can't play with this keyboard. Not for me, joystick.
But you were then a keyboard player back in the days, especially Double Dragon.
Double Dragon, sure, yeah, it's an easy game.
So those guys. So after those guys prefer playing now online because now you get the arcade. Sometimes the arcade sticks get broken, it doesn't work, and then they don't fix it for like another 2 weeks or whatever. So they rather play online where you just
know it works.
Know it works, and you can maybe get a way to fix it if you have extra materials and whatnot. Yeah.
So now, with all that said, do you ever stream live or on Twitch or something like that?
Not really, no. Well, I have a TikTok that I do. So now then I would add like combo videos or tournaments that I've played and I added on there with a few combos that I've done. No, nothing big though, but yeah, that's the only thing. And then, but the other thing is like it's only the only time when I do stream is when I'm on Discord in our server, our big gaming server. Then I would stream and then show the guys, okay, I'm playing this game. Anyone that feels keen to play can hop in and we play and then we talk to each other and I'll stream the game. Whoever wants to watch it can watch it.
Okay. And then is there like a ranking system of who's on top, and if there is, where do you fall?
Well, okay, basically there is a ranking system in the game itself. Now the new game, King of Fighters now, is a ranking system. Now the older games work with like, especially on Fightgate or GGPO, they work with a letter ranking system. So it's from A to E being the lowest. So when they first updated the game, where they added the ranking system, I was rank C. So I stayed there
that's from A to?
From A to E.
And you C already as you started?
Yeah, I started as C.
Okay.
C, but then when they released that update, the new King of Fighters came out already, so I dropped Fightgate completely and I went over to the new game. So, new game, my current rank, I would say is rank 33. So, but as you go higher, I say like if you reach rank 40, you become immortal rank. But since South Africa doesn't have very good internet speeds, I don't get it on a lot of games. So I would say I based my rankings off my friend that I used to play with a lot, and he moved to Germany, so his rank is immortal, and we on the same level. So I'm basically immortal. So we're that level.
No, you're not, because the game doesn't say you're immortal.
Yeah.
Once you get that certificate, then you're immortal. Nah, bro.
Yeah. So that's alright. But currently now they say like I would watch, if you want to know who's the best in the world, you have to go watch the Evo Championships. So there was one recently. There was like the current champion was that won 2 years in a row was Zhao, but I got beaten now in the current Evo. So ET is now the current champion.
Have you ever been in one of these championships?
No, because I don't have the money to travel to Evo Japan just yet. So I'll wait when they come to South Africa. Evo comes to.
I think I'll wait for long.
Exactly.
Might be sucked by
I
that.
put that.
So for anybody who wants to get into the game, what would you say they must start and where to go from there?
Well, okay, so I would say if you really wanted this game, and you know, especially if you're from South Africa, get into a community, especially a Discord server where they actively play the game. And the thing is that if you really want to get good, don't play with against someone that's lower than you. Always aim for the best player, because they will show you how to really play. Like I would get people like newbies, like they would come in for the first time and then they would see me do combos and be like, wow, okay, how do you do that? And then I would show them and then they would actually put in the effort. Like those people are now almost on the same level as me now. Yeah. And they couldn't play for shit.
And how long would you say it took them to get to where they are now?
Well, I would say like, you know, the teenagers today, they catch this game quickly, and so they don't have some of the basics down. Some of them do, some of them don't. But I would say if they want to get to my level, I've been playing this game for years, for like almost over 10 years.
Longer than 10 years, it was like close to 20 years.
Yeah, but some of these kids, they get this game down in 1 year. That's how because now these kids grow up with the games basically to beat them.
Yeah, when we grew up, we couldn't just go on the internet and buy the game straight away. Nah, you must go and search for the game, bro.
Yeah.
We didn't have all this we got that dial-up. If you know what dial-up is, that internet, we had that shit, bro.
So if we didn't have that, we were mostly in the street playing.
Yeah. Where can people find you?
Oh, they get me on Discord. So either Discord or TikTok. My handle is SA Yin Yang. Yeah, so it's capital little SA and then
underscore.
It doesn't have to be underscore, but it can also be the capital little Y Yin Yang. Also the other Yang is also a capital Y.
Okay. But yeah, bro. I think we're gonna leave it there for now. If you're ever interested in playing King of Fighters online with this guy, I'm guessing you will fail. But anyway, as always, I'll catch you on the next one. Safe.